Alright. I was going to film... I didn't bother building the village. I was going to film, record, commemorate, getting the villagers up into it. But I've been getting the villagers into it for the last hour, and it was boring. Now I've got a system that seems to be working pretty well. It's not terribly rapid, but it's good enough, I think. I'm almost there, and it's almost nighttime again. So, yeah, simple matter of, well, simple. It's like simple on paper. In practice, it's this. Which is annoying. I tried even just throwing the water up higher, but all they did was sat there trying to drown, so I'm not happy about that. This is good. It'll take another couple of minutes to get this done, and then we'll be up in the village, and you can see the village. And oh. Apparently, 111 was after whatever point. I think it was like around maybe 1.9, when you couldn't just push villagers anymore by sneak crouching. So just getting them into the little corridor down there was its own waste of time. Meanwhile, a couple of villagers, Hero and... is it Hero or Gyro? I don't know what the hell he is. And then, of course, there's Raoul. They don't move. You know, you can... They're locked into where they are forever and ever. There's just no pushing them around, you know, for better or worse. Get out, though. I don't care. What do I have left? I can make more axes. It's fine. I've got ladders. I don't think they'll help. At some point, I'm not sure if it was before or after 111. You know, the old trick of ladder, water, ladder. Oh, we're almost done. Villagers stopped caring about that. And of course, they like to bounce out of minecarts again. It was like that in the beginning, and then it got fixed for a while, and now it's back to not working. So, just seriously, one more, and then we're done. I'm doing this ever since I woke up. I don't care any. Get out. Just, really? There's not much else I can do with you at this point. Just leave. Exit the water. Alright, and then close that in just because I can. I'm nowhere near a bed. Alright, so, and then here's this guy. You know, I do have a shovel. Hi. This is where I left a little way out. We can get to here. This is the village in general. I've got some carrots in place. The inside track is dry because there's no water in there. That's one. You're the smart one. Obviously, he's got a lab coat. But you know, if you're curious about the village and haven't seen it before, I always make one of these. Just almost always. So in various other series, you can watch how it's done. The basics for now. There's a trough of water under this wall. Actually, I guess I could prove it. No, that's wrong. This just runs the whole perimeter. And, therefore hydrates these two. This one is just out of range, but once I fill, this in with water, you know, as a waterfall. Get out. Wait, where are you? 'Cause if you get lonely, you'll come back here. Get in there, and then we'll talk about the rest of your life. You, come here. Do I have anything not on me? Yeah. I just got a hunch I'm going to want this at least, maybe more. Come here. Oh. Seriously. honestly just annoying. But I'm hoping all to hell that two things. One, being up here exposed to the what isn't sunlight at the moment, with a bunch of doors around these guys, they will in fact breed. And I've actually got some bread on me because I needed some food. So that might even be something to find out here in a sec. That would be good. If I can get these breeding, then I've got some villagers. There, you live here. Damn you. Librarian 24 and leather worker, which I don't have a lot of leather on me. Let's get started on seeing if you'll do this. Okay, there. Yum. You're going the wrong way. I don't know if it'll help. Actually, you're better off in there because then this guy can just corner you. I don't want him wandering to separate sides of the village and getting ideas. Ah, you're good. What about this guy? Oh, so the layout of the village, if you haven't seen it before, is basically the external wall. Every one of these will hold a villager in theory. I want one in each of the four middle outer little bays in order to designate the what's going to be the big thing of water in the middle as the middle. And the reason for that, if it's not obvious, is I need to go in here. I'm going to fill this all up with water. Where did it go? Which I can do right now. Oh, that was so stupid. Leave these four, well, these 16 spots in, blocks in place, so that it doesn't just fill entirely with water and become standing water. I want it to be flowing toward the middle. And then once this is the middle, because I've got villagers surrounding and doors surrounding them, we should, roughly 100% of the time, get golems spawning in here, and they'll have nowhere to go but to the center, which, once this is filled in a bit more, will make more sense. It's already, see where it's lining up right with that corner? Oh, which reminds me, for the moment, let's put it towards there, because the rest aren't going to, well, the other two will. Doesn't matter. I could really stand to have boots that let me walk around. I haven't seen anything like that yet. Anyway, this is mostly, well, if it works, it's got other purposes, but it's partly just to see whether this map allows me to breed villagers and therefore spawn golems. And if I can spawn golems, then whether I can get iron from them. Because I've seen the one golem down in the lobby down there. Which, I don't want to try killing him for, well, for one thing, he'll probably try to kill me. And also, I think he serves a purpose, so... Now that this corner piece is in place, I don't really need these. They can stay there, it doesn't hurt much. At worst, a golem spawns on that little dry corner, but since he's a couple blocks wide, he can't stay there. And this is coarse dirt, which I really never want to see again. as far as getting rid of all that stuff in the middle. Well, you see where the water ends, so I can actually just dig up and it'll be fine. Did you happen to reproduce? I saw you were getting all weird. Frisky, libidinous, whatever you call it. I don't know offhand if that worked. I don't see a kid anywhere. But, yeah, the floaty hearts kind of implied that they're at least willing to breed. That would be good. Yeah, go. It's always you, though. It's never him. Nope, it is him. Good, do it. Do it. Come on. And what color are you, do you think? I think that might be a cleric. He's pretty dark. Okay, well, that's a cleric then. We'll call it. He's not going after these, so it's just... Well, I have seen now, I started trying to film, what I just did here, like, over an hour ago. And, as it happened, the first thing I managed to film accidentally enough was when I went in to, push a guy through the, I don't know, greenhouse, whatever you call where the, carrots and wheat are growing down there. And the guy labeled as farmer was actually up digging up wheat, so that is underway. So I know that even a labeled farmer will apparently harvest crops, which I think is good. So if I can get a farmer up here, and I'm not going to try dragging him up through that shaft. Partly because at this point, labeled farmer guy is tainted with wheat seeds, and I don't want those in here. And it's not worth the effort. I mean, look, they're kind of sort of reproducing, however slowly. And now I can do this because there's water behind that wall. Hi, kid. Wait, where are you? Well, no, nothing would have grown by now. Now he's got to be like a cleric. Unless he's a nitwit, which would be worse, but I think he's I don't know. The achromatopsia, everything to me is just a shade of gray, so I don't know what the hell that thing is. It's funny, too, because the fan page at facebook.com for Minecraft just recently had a something or other about, I don't even remember exactly what it was, but it was something about like disabled access to something, whether games acknowledge, which I'm not sure what kind of crippling, I guess if you were missing an arm, you'd have to account for this. This obviously is not an easy game to play one-handed if I have my eye stick in my hand on the topic. But then at the same time, this is not a colorblind friendly game. Especially when everything with 112, apart from auto-crafting, is something about vibrancy and color. That means nothing to me. It just means I have to figure out what the hell the new shades of gray are supposed to mean. Just when I had them memorized. Which, memorizing colors isn't that easy. It's like memorizing, well, probably. If you haven't got perfect pitch, I think you can develop relative pitch in music. By figuring out, I don't know how people would do it. But yeah, they were going on about how it's really good when games are somehow cripple friendly. And if anyone's going to get all shocked, well, not only is being colorblind clearly some kind of a disability, I've also got a limp, so shut up. I don't know why I'm missing the inside track at this point. Okay, so you guys had... Oh, you're out of... I need to feed him. That sort of sucks. The good news is feeding them isn't that difficult. I just gotta go downstairs first. Wait, no, that's stupid. I gotta fill in. This is deadly-ish. It's probably not deadly. I could fall from here. It's a hassle. So I'm gonna want to build out kind of an apron around the thing that I can successfully walk on. I'm also gonna transfer all of those up to there-ish. So, because I've got... Actually, that's... Nah, I'll do it later. I don't want to get them in place before I start using them up. Converting them to paper. I've got a bunch downstairs, too, then. And the village is all lit up. Like, overlit, really. So I'm not too concerned about not being in the area when it's dark. Because the area is way the hell up there, even in one of those midnight zombie raid things. It would be difficult for them to spawn much of anywhere because there's doors and torches in their way. But that just leaves a couple of little corners within the... Oh, thanks. What do you do? But you're not... Why the... Okay, who knew? I'm starting to suspect they could, in fact, breed in here. It didn't really occur to me that it might happen. Wait, what am I... He wrecked my system. Is that wheat? No. No. Bad. Alright, that might be able to wheat, I don't know. Well, that looks like wheat. Might as well be. What's this? Wheat. Seriously, what the hell? You can't follow basic directions. This is why you're not allowed up in my village. Anyway. That's carrots, and now more wheat to make bread, to make more villagers. Yep, that's fine. Oh, the problem now, of course, I haven't been jump cutting in this thing. I don't like jump cuts if I can avoid them. Even just walking around in a map like this, when I see other people do something like this and they have jump cuts, because let's face it, the walking a kilometer to the next spot is a bit boring, but the problem with jump cuts is if you want to follow along on your own end, it's really not easy to figure out where the hell someone's gone in the downtime between cuts and... Yeah, maybe if someone hit F3 to give you a map reference, but no one ever does that. That one's wheat, right? No. Oh, nuts. That's a good point. Give me that. And that. And, that. Oh, and I can't. Damn it. I'm really missing the auto-complete thing. Alright, done good. And then I just don't care, and I can put that back up. And let's go see what our guys are up to up there. Probably very little, because we're just waiting for what might be a cleric to grow up. Which, on that topic, like, I didn't really notice what time he reproduced out, but he takes 20 minutes to grow up, so logically it would be the end of the episode before he is tall enough to even identify. So this is more just to... I don't know. I'm not sure why I'm filming this one in a way. I guess because if I skip even this, I already skipped building the village and most of getting them up here, so it would just sort of be a whole different map by the time I got back to recording. As for you guys, oh, that's damn it. Oh, no, that's good. I can plant this. And then throw out a few. I'll come back to you. Could probably just give them more than 3 each, but... And now it is nighttime, so... I think if I hurry, I can make it down to the bed before we have too much of a problem. I can't have the bed up there because there's monsters. Even with torches under that, there's the occasional dark spot, and then it'll tell me I can't go to sleep because there's a monster nearby that has no chance of getting to me, but that's how the game thinks. So that gives me about 10 minutes. What? 37 is like one row. I want to build a sugarcane farm thing alongside the village so that I can just hop out and grab up the reeds to convert to paper to give to the guy here, and for one thing I get emeralds. I only need 24. That's kind of cool, and that's all I know about him. Except that he's got food and he's not using it. You know what? Come here. Should be good. And if I can just get those two to get in the same spot someday. Yeah, we'll get more villagers. One of them I hope will eventually be a farmer. And we'll see if the village actually does any good. That's going to be sometime later, I guess. Yeah, we're not going to get a lot of reproduction in the next, like, 8 minutes. Go, though. Do it. But then the good news is once that kid grows up, they can... No. They can go all incestuous, and then eventually we'll get a really strange, weak, inbred bunch of villagers. It'll be like living in Kentucky, I would think. What do you... Oh, you're looking down at the monsters, I guess. Do it! I don't know how much downtime they need. I assume there's some kind of cooldown period, and I would think it'd probably be 5 minutes. It might be 10. It might be over either way, I don't know. Alright, so I don't care. Evidently they're going to be stupid. What else can we talk about here? Flip that up so no one gets out. I really need... You know what I need? Is, honestly, what I need is a bucket of lava. Which can't be difficult. I've got the iron to make a bucket. That's handled. I just got to find a bit of lava somewhere that I can get without causing any problems. The only one I can think of... Why did I come down here? The only one I can think of immediately was back in the research center facility. Which again, I don't know. I'm trying to remember why it mattered. Something about trying to get the lava or do anything to it to set off the dynamite and blew up whatever the hell was behind it. I'm not sure. It's really it might have been just nothing. I don't know. It's like I've been trying to work that out by looking at what other people do. This map being a year old now, other people have done walkthrough LPs, whatever. Although I don't think I've ever seen anyone finish it. One guy, what is it, log.zip, I think. Made it like 6 episodes and then quit. Possibly because he didn't understand the assignment. He's one of those people who everything's all excited and he's constantly giggling, and it basically sounds like, I don't know if you ever heard Willie B. Hung here in Denver. He's got that affectation thing. It's goofy. He therefore has like 2 million followers, so I guess, you know, that's cool. I'll focus more on the lunatic fringe of actual smart people. How's that sound? The hell was I talking? Oh, yeah, I've seen other people attempt this map, and no one ever seems to finish the damn thing. So someone, and it might have been, what's his name, Tyler, I think. He just set off the dynamite in the research facility, and so I'm not sure what was behind it apart from a creeper, because he blew it up. The maniac. He the damn dirty apes. I don't know. Anyway, I could stand, you know, I could stand first of all just to make a bucket. That would not be the stupidest thing. Now, which I need to make a bucket. I can't click a bucket. It's disappointing. So, there, I'll have a bucket in reserve. Nuts. I have too many torches. Something you rarely hear anyone say. So I've got that, if I can figure out a place to find. There are big craters of lava, but that involves walking down into a crater of lava, which can also be done probably not in the next 3 minutes. But I'll get it. And the reason, of course, is that I want to set up a, however stupidly, I wouldn't hate setting up a cobblestone factory simply so I can generate rocks up at the surface. I guess I could hollow this place out too. But I like being able to do it without moving. Mostly because I can just set it up and then start hacking and like pull the little Bluetooth receiver thingy on the wireless trackball. And is it blue? I don't know what that one is. Logitech. I don't know what it is. And back away, or at least sit back with like a diamond pickaxe, wasteful though that might be. I can let it run for 1,500 smacks. Of course, for that I need enough iron to put together hoppers, or I need to find hoppers. They do exist. You know what? 2 minutes. Oh, the hell with it. I'll just do it. Well, I did something this episode, kinda. I'm really off mission at the moment. I mean, literally, I'm not doing any quests. Oh, you know, I was thinking a bit about that, the research facility with the ghast. I got the ghast to come back by replacing the, I think it was the trap chest that was on the command block. What I'm not sure of now, I'd have to go back and check, I guess, was whether I'd actually opened that crate, the box, whatever chest, after putting it back down. I wonder if, it'd be weird, but I wonder if the box being there allows the gas to happen if you open the other one. Opening that one allows the gas to, it doesn't make any sense to me, but that might allow the gas to drop the seeds I need. Or it kept dropping them and they just kept catching on fire or flying off to the side where I never saw them. I don't quite remember if I ever went in this house. So, since it's right here anyway, I'm going to have a look at it. Perhaps. I've been in this house. I don't think it was this time. Yeah, there's really not a lot here that I can remember. It's like, there's an empty crate here, right? Yeah. So there's bits of wool, white ones, which is informative, but I don't think there's anything else to do here. That over there was the one with the ovens where I got the carrot. There's more stuff that way. Well, there's lots more stuff overall. But nothing I can really get to before I want to end the episode. Oh, wow. Yeah, that, if you can, tripwire hook. There's all sorts of stuff that would be, you know, annoying at best to have to make myself, that I can just find being repurposed into furniture and like tapestries. I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on these guys, let them breed up into an army of golem manufacturers, I hope. Just to see if it can be, because if it can be done, then this map is viable. Like, before or after all of the missions are complete, I can sustain a map, you know, a world. I can have lots of villagers, lots of iron, lots of stuff. Because again, there are uses for basic diamonds, but most of the stuff I would ever make out of diamond I can get from villagers, provided I have enough of them to let me do that. So, is there any chance you two... Well, the guy grew up. Let's find out if he's a cleric. I know you're all curious, because everyone's colorblind. It's not just me. You are a cleric, and you want stupid numbers of meat. And that's all you guys are good for. Fine, fine, fine. I'm just gonna go sit in the corner and wait. And we're basically out of time, because for some reason I decided this should be half an hour. It's just a habit. So, I'm going to sit here because I don't have time to get down to the bed, and we'll just, you know. My hope is that next time I'll have like close to 100 villagers in this thing that are all interbreeding and and selling stuff I want to buy and producing iron guys that will, if we can get to that level, I'll figure out a way to kill the iron guys to get to maybe get iron out of them. We'll see what happens. He looks like he's getting pushy, so that might be something. Yep, he is. Yay, cool, awesome. Do that. I've still got bread left I could throw at him too. Witches. That way's Eastwick. Because there are 3 of them. Yep, shut up. Yeah, I'm not here. I'm a nature documentary with a telephoto lens. Right, so I'm going to document. Well, I'm not going to document because I'm going to hit stop. But I'll see it, I guess, tomorrow probably. Wait, what day is it? I don't care. It seems like it might be Thursday. Friday. I was really close. So anyway, I'll see you next time. Bye.